Today I want to talk about how humanity has become disconnected from Source, from the universal consciousness, and how we've become dependent upon other forms of energy for sustenance, and how this also affects us in relationships and everyday situations. The first thing to understand is that everything is energy. Everything came from consciousness, and everything is a manifestation of consciousness. This reality, this realm, is a lower manifestation of consciousness. So as we've grown up, the people that have educated us and brought us up, our family, our friends, and all the other influences that we've had growing up, have not understood the connection that we should have to universal consciousness. And we have been brought up to compete for energy, to get our energy from other sources that are outside of ourselves. And this is one of the reasons why there's so much conflict in the world. Because we all need energy, we all need sustenance in this physical plane. And if we only realise that we've got all the energy we need just by going within and connecting to Source, then we would not feel the need to get energy from anywhere else. And then we could just enjoy everything else without trying to get anything from it. And this may well be all on purpose by people in the hierarchy in the world that understand just how this works, understand the nature of reality, and have kept us disconnected on purpose. So the whole society is structured to keep us needing and wanting energy from other sources, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be acquiring material possessions, whether it be trying to achieve a social status, trying to get approval from others. These are all forms of energy. So let's look how this affects relationships. There are two different energies. There is the divine male and the divine female. Now, to be fully complete and to be fully connected to Source, both polarities must come together to form a whole. There must be a balance between the divine feminine and the divine male to create the whole, the universal energy. Most people are disconnected from one of the divine energies. So most relationships, you've got one half coming together with another half. Naturally, we all feel the pull towards the opposite energy polarity. There's an attraction. And when people come together, what people commonly call love, when you have that moment in a relationship where you first meet and it feels so good, is because you are connecting with the opposite energy polarity and you're actually absorbing that energy from them And for a while it almost makes you feel fully complete. But then what happens is a power struggle starts to go on, because you've got two different people coming together and making a whole. And a power struggle goes on because both the male and the female are trying to battle for who's going to have full control of this full energy polarity. And so this is how conflicts start in relationships. If people look at their thought patterns closely and their habits in relationships, most people will find, if they look very closely, that they are trying to either control the other person or are trying to get energy from that person because they don't fully feel complete in themselves. So when a relationship like this happens, it is more or less inevitable that you're going to have conflict. And then what starts to happen is one person starts to raise their vibrational frequency higher than the other, and if the other person doesn't match that, then the other person just slips away. And there's nothing personal in it. This is just the way that conscious evolution is going. You get from that person what needed to be learned and those experiences, and then it's time to move on. Just as the other person will get their experiences that they need, and they will move on and have other experiences. So if you've got two, both male and female, coming together that are both fully complete, that are both got the full divine and female energies each, when they come together, this could be known as an enlightened relationship, because they're so complete in themselves that they're not looking to get any energy from the other person. What they want to do is just experience being together and enjoying being together. But there's not a needy attachment to the other person. They love them still, but there is a healthy level of detachment from the other person. And this detachment gives both people in the relationship enough space to be able to further experience what they need to experience to evolve further. So a true relationship can only really work when you have one person that is complete and connected to Source, and another person that is complete and connected to Source. And then when they come together, that is what is known as an enlightened relationship.